the life of a bear would suck. Because you're massive. And you're not sneaking around anywhere, really. And you're huge. And so you have to eat a lot. And you have to sleep for months. Which, I mean, that part sounds nice, actually. But before you get to sleep, you have to just walk around endlessly in the dark and cold, just looking for something to eat. And then if you just happen to come across a person, they flip the hell out. They spray you in the face, they maybe shoot you with things. If you're lucky to find some trash, like probably not nutritious or tasty, but you gotta eat it. It would suck. Anyway, I'm gonna go fishing.
In this episode, I cobble together a series of failed adventures and attempt to make one halfway decent video in order to placate the hunger growls of my audience until we can travel for real and make a really decent video for you. It's been too long, so here's a classic Don't Forget About Me video. And finally, welcome back to Vaans World.
Hey folks, it's your buddy Alex here. It's been a while. It's been many months. I think the last time I talked to you was the end of last winter, and now we're heading into another winter, which seems like it was both 2 weeks and 2 years ago. It's been good. Not a whole ton of content to make for you. I mean, Canada, we've been busy. We've been crazy busy. We've done all kinds of stuff, but not things that I necessarily wanted to make videos about. Because at the end of the day, this is a travel channel, and I haven't done much traveling, clearly. You know, I'm sure you haven't either. And I mean, I hope you have, but you probably haven't. I tried making other videos.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna rearrange the cameras, get all set up here, and thus begins episode 1 of watching Alex maybe destroy things as he tries to fix them.
Made a video about me repairing an old guitar, changing the electronics, setting it up and all that stuff, but it was cripplingly boring. 3 leads on them, and then the
Guitars are something that I'm very passionate about, and I've even made a career for myself based on music. My thinking was that I would pivot this channel to focus on the things that I love. The problem is, that serves me more than you, and the things that I find interesting might be lame in reality. I am, after all, a nerd at heart.
And it was way outside the scope of what this channel is all about, so I didn't release that video. And then I tried again with a motorcycle. I repaired an old 1983 motorcycle and I made videos about that, but once again it was eye-bleedingly, brain-numbingly boring, and you probably would have unsubscribed. And so I didn't want that either, so I didn't give you that video. You know, it's just been a lot of work. A lot of the live music industry is back. I've been working a lot in that. I've been doing some drywall with my buddy. So not too exciting, no video content there. And lots of camping. We've done lots of camping. But the first time we went, the mosquitoes were astronomical. It was the early spring and we were camping in a swamp, basically. And so I couldn't even take my camera out. Like, well, I'll show you some clips right now. Hello folks, welcome back. We're going camping. Well, we're trying to. We're driving into the thing right now, looking for our campsite. So that's pretty exciting. It took us about 2 hours to get here. Should be pretty good. We're gonna roast some marshmallows, grill some meat, maybe do a little fishing, try to avoid the bears, and enjoy nature. I don't know how exciting this video is gonna be, because the thing to do when you're camping is basically nothing. So if you're interested in that, I don't know, stuff might happen, who knows? Who knows? Anyway, welcome back. Another episode of Vaans World. Bet you didn't think that was gonna happen so fast. Well, here we are.
wrap it around my hand and then reach underneath. Anyway, just look up the Vaans hitch knot, okay? Someone else on YouTube has done a way better job explaining this knot than me. But the point is, that's the one you want to use.
More or less terrifying?
Way more terrifying. The Silent Lake trip was special. It was Olivia's first exposure to Canadian camping. And while the mosquitoes were worse than I've ever seen them, and we were camping in a swamp, we were happy and still baked from the excitement of being back in Canada. Before the reality set in that the country would be much more difficult to get used to than we had anticipated. Before we realized how expensive and divided everything and everyone is in this country. Before we realized that being in the country felt more like camping than camping itself. We just noticed this crazy tree. Look how much of a lean it has. And like, it just has this one little tree kind of holding it up there. That's super cool. Except that there's our tent. All kinds of other missions, little camping adventures, but for one reason or another I just couldn't make a video. Either we were camping with friends and I didn't want to put them on camera, they would have been uncomfortable, or just, you know, there was too much going on. We had the dog with us, we weren't there long enough, blah blah blah, lots of excuses that you will certainly buy and excuse me for. But I missed you guys, I missed you all. I shouldn't say you guys anymore, right? I missed you all. And I want to bring you tons of content. I mean, my heart's out there. I want to travel. If you pay my expenses, I'll go anywhere. You buy a ticket, I'll go, like, and make videos about that. But sadly, you know, again, it comes down to money and regulation and COVID and shit like that. So I haven't traveled. I mean, we're going to travel. Stay tuned for that. We're going to Nicaragua in January. But anyway, we thought, okay, we have to make some kind of video here. And so we went canoe camping. Well, that's where we are right now. We're canoe camping. We're in central Ontario, in Canada, in North America. And that's basically where you load all your shit in a canoe and you sail down the river and then you hop over a bunch of lakes. And then you find a campsite and you camp there. And we had planned to go for 7 days. And it is now day 2 and we're actually heading home because the weather is kind of out of control. Today's a nice day. Tomorrow and for the next 5 days are going to be thunderstorms and rain, which usually isn't a problem. But this time of year, the daily high is like 12 degrees and the nighttime gets down to 1 Celsius. The waves get out of control. So it's borderline dangerous for us to be out here. I mean, I'm a strong canoeer, but not like an expert. Ollie is kind of new to canoeing and we just can't paddle in that level of like water because it's just too wavy. If you stop paddling for 10 seconds, you go parallel to the waves and then you can capsize. So we've made the decision to go home. So just enjoy the next 4 hours of this adventure and yeah, that'll be that. But hey, I made a video. I told you I would. I didn't tell you, but I told myself that I would tell you that I would make a video. and we're doing it, and it's done now. And I hope you enjoyed it. That's it. Oh boy. Yeah. Well, I think the trail actually goes to the left. From what I can tell, here's the fundamental difference between the city and the forest. To make a city enjoyable, to make it palatable to people who have been tricked into working their lives away just to spend their earnings on whatever is advertised to them, the city has to host events and themes. They need parades, then concerts, and food festivals and police, and holiday events and markets and meetups and grand openings and museums. The forest needs nothing. It wants nothing. The forest is as it's been for all of time. We go to the forest when we go camping. We take vacations in the forest when we have time. We've turned the forest into an event for us. I think we have it backwards. You'll quickly find out for yourself if you spend enough time out here that actually this is the base level. This is more a home to us than anywhere else. Out here, existence is the event. Okay. Look at that. One thing about it though, we did probably get the best campsite in this entire park. I mean, we have the water right there. Well, you have to have the water. There's our canoe. But we have nice water, like it's pretty warm. We have rocks that slowly go in, part of the Canadian Shield down here. And it's just a well-made campsite. There's flat levels here. There's a lot of trails that kind of lead over there and good tent spots. We actually have a picnic table, which is surprising. There's Ollie. That's where we put up our tent down there. And it's been great. We've caught fish. We ate the fish. Ollie and I have probably spent like 100+ hours this summer fishing and not got anything. So we came here. It was kind of a shitty journey because we're paddling against the wind and those waves that I told you about. And the redeeming quality is that we came here, we had one really beautiful day. We caught 2 fish finally. We ate them fish, and Ollie's never had freshwater fish from Canada before, so that was nice. Yeah. And it was nice. We didn't have any bear attacks, moose attacks, cougar attacks, wolf attacks, coyote attacks, or anything come in and try to like shred us to pieces. So that's, you know, always a bonus. So it's been nice, and the water's calm now, see that? So that's why we kind of have to take advantage of this calm water and get out of here, because starting tonight, it's just going to be a raging, gushing torrent, and we won't be able to escape for the next 5 or so days. So, yeah, we're doing the smart thing. If I was 18, maybe I would have just done it. But I'm not 18, so I'm not going to do it. think it's deer poop. It's not predator poop. Predator poop always has a little hair in it, and the hair makes it look like has like a little tail on the poop. Unless it's like bear scat, and it's just it looks like a pile, like a wet pile. That's deer poop, I'm pretty sure.
Look at that face. Full belly. Really cold hands.
Okay.
Canada is first world enough that it makes you consider what crime you should commit that would allow you to afford it, but it also has the kind of policing that keeps you from doing it. That's life so far, surrounded by the things we want with no actionable way of achieving it. So the forest calls. We came from it, and sometimes I feel like we belong back in it. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Stay with me because the adventures are coming. See you in the next one, folks.